I'm Kit, and this is Caleb.
And we're the Trophy Bros.
Welcome to our podcast.
Listen as we share our crazy,
Off the wall,
and oftentimes ridiculous thoughts.
enjoy the episode. Well, welcome back to the Trophy Bros podcast. Man, it has been a long time.
It's been a hot minute.
Yeah, mainly due to me. I've just been swamped. It's been crazy.
Well, I mean, it's been so long that our set has changed.
Yeah, our set has changed. I'm digging the new digs, man.
Dramatically.
You've done phenomenal here.
Yeah, man. We got away from behind the desk so
Yeah.
you get to see our legs.
Yeah, all crossed up here.
Yeah.
But no, man, it's been kind of crazy. I mean, just life in general, you know.
Yep.
And so, but man, it's great to be back here in this chair, nice, smooth leather chair that your in-laws got us here.
Yep.
But anyways, so this episode we are going to be talking about 'tis the season.
'Tis the season.
It is. It's the season for thanks. It's the season for Christmas, and all in between.
Yeah, man. So you guys, you have a huge family. So you always have like so many gatherings that you have. You have your side of the family. You have like two sides of your wife's sides of the family.
Yeah.
I mean, at least two sides, and sometimes probably even more because they have like family, and then you have like people who are like family that y'all oftentimes do things with.
For sure.
And then sometimes we get invited to those things too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Depends on how we were, if we were nice enough, if we were friendly enough this year to be invited to the like family.
Yeah, no, this
The Friendsgiving.
it wasn't too bad this year. We we had one Thanksgiving with my family on the Saturday before Thanksgiving. And that was just kind of small. It was my brother's family, my mom and her husband and my grandfather. And so it was kind of, just kind of small and quiet. And we hosted at our house, and it was a great family time. And so, but then, we didn't do the big barn Thanksgiving. We combined it. We had a Thanksmas.
Thanksmas.
Yeah, and that was this past weekend.
Yeah.
And so, but we did Thanksgiving and Christmas all at the same time there. And so that was kind of nice to combine those to where we didn't have, so much. I mean, that cuts down on one gathering, so.
Yeah. So are y'all the traditional, like you always got to have the ham or a turkey, or do y'all mix it up?
Well, for my family, we did the traditional Thanksgiving, but on the Thanksmas, we did just...
Well, your mom is like married to
a Spanish guy.
A Spanish guy. I don't want to be like...
Let's do it that way. Let's do it that way.
I don't want to be politically incorrect.
Yeah.
But,
No, I mean, no offense to Jose or anything, but he's like the most Mexican there is, because he doesn't like cheese. So I'm like every Spanish dish has cheese. So, but no, he was there. He just likes the original turkey, ham, stuff like that. So we did that. But then for Barham, we just did like appetizer, finger food type. Y'all been there for that one.
Yeah.
And so it was like meatballs, chicken tenders, pizza, just whatever.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. See, if we go to my parents are like unpredictable, like Thanksgiving.
Yeah, I remember last year is the Mexican one, wasn't it?
Yeah. I don't even remember. It's that unpredictable.
I'm pretty sure that's where Curry got called out on last year.
Yeah, that's my brother.
Yeah.
Yeah, my brother made him his own little plate. So yeah, it's been unpredictable. It's
What'd y'all do
usually
this year.
This year we went to Mindy's parents.
Oh, okay.
And that's the thing with us. We go every other year.
Awesome,
we
man.
go. We do Thanksgiving at one, and then Christmas at the other, and then the next year it's flipped.
Yeah.
So, and that's just because we live so far away, and Mindy's work schedule, my work schedule,
Yeah.
and that's just the way that we've always done it, just to kind of appease everybody. And then everybody forgets what we did last year, and then we like have to get into a wrestling match, and
Yeah.
everybody gets their feelings hurt, but that's just the way it's been. No, but it is that way. You never know what you're going to get when you go to my parents. It could be lasagna one year. It could be Mexican food.
So who makes that decision for y'all?
It's usually like if we sometimes, like if it's my side of the family, sometimes it's at my brother's house. Or if it's at my brother's house, it's usually Mexican or it's your traditional.
Okay.
If it's at my parents' house, my mom, it's you never know. It's a roll of the dice. It could be barbecue, and which means my dad is doing it.
Right.
He's like smoking something on the pellet grill, like, and it's going to be good.
Right. Yeah.
Or it's going to be, it's going to be Italian, some kind of a lasagna, or spaghetti, like crawfish spaghetti or something.
Right.
And it's just not your traditional, which I'm kind of okay with. I'm not a huge turkey and dressing kind of.
Oh, I am. I love my turkey and dressing.
But there are times where I like it. I like my mother-in-law's turkey and dressing. But if I had my choice between turkey or ham, I would take ham all the live long day.
I like turkey.
I like a good.
Depends on how it's cooked.
Yeah.
That oven roasted turkey, I can't do that at all.
Yeah.
It's so dry. I like mine either smoked or fried.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, they always, like this year, my in-laws, they didn't cook theirs. They had one that was given to them, and I can't remember the name of it, but it was like pre-done, and it was good, like really good.
I heard those Popeye turkeys are off the chain this year is what I heard. I don't know.
Yeah, I mean, but my mother-in-law can make some good dressing.
Yeah, my mother-in-law does too.
And it's one of those things where my father-in-law has his tradition to where he always takes a dinner roll and he makes his like
sandwich,
turkey
and dressing sandwich,
turkey dressing cranberry sandwich. Yeah. So, Are you a sweet potato guy? Like
I do like sweet potatoes. I like them a lot.
Are you like the candy sweet potato? Like
I can do it. I do it, just for the holidays. It's not like I want those all the time.
Like the candy yams, I guess is the thing.
Yeah, no,
I don't do I can't do like things that are like hot and sweet.
Yeah,
like my wife makes the
You don't like loaded sweet potatoes at all?
I don't like the candied yams. My wife makes like the baked beans that are like the brown sugar and stuff.
Yeah.
I don't.
You don't care for those?
I don't care for those, and everybody else loves them.
See, that doesn't bother me. That now that you said beans, like pork and beans, I can't do pork and beans.
Yeah.
To me, that just I don't know.
It's just like if it's hot and sweet like that.
No, I can get down with a loaded baked potato or a sweet potato.
Like I like a baked sweet potato
with marshmallows and all that.
No, it's not marshmallows.
I'm talking about like loaded from like Texas Roadhouse or Beefmaster or something like that.
If it's like a baked sweet potato, I can do that.
Well, yeah, they load it and they put the brown sugar or the like cinnamon butter. You know what I'm talking about?
If it's like cinnamon butter, yeah, I get that, but not like when you just
and put marshmallows on it. No
marshmallows.
I like that.
Nah.
Yeah.
Oh.
But then I love just the regular sweet potato too. But still.
So if you think about this, if you were a pilgrim and you had to go from scratch, do you think you would like Thanksgiving as much?
Back then, what we consider a traditional Thanksgiving meal wasn't considered traditional back then.
What do you think they would consider?
I don't know, but Callan had to do like a little research paper, and it wasn't nothing.
They have to. What'd they do? Eat maize. Maize.
But yeah.
Fish.
Like
I've had Thanksgiving fish
chicken,
before
yeah.
at my mom's house.
Really?
Oh yeah, we've had. I mean, it's like we just
like Long John Silver's.
No, not.
I'm just kidding.
Not that kind of fish. It was like salmon or something like that.
Right. Yeah.
Halibut or something. I'm sure. Like I'm pretty sure we've had fish for Thanksgiving, and it wasn't like that. Wasn't like the only thing. I'm sure.
Right.
But yeah,
no, that's all. I mean, I'm down with whatever. Really. I mean, to me, I just love spending that family time together. So food, it doesn't. I'm down for whatever. Like we've done the Mexican food a couple times before, with like on my mom's side, like
enchiladas.
My mom makes a mean chicken enchilada. Like it's not traditional. It's not like the sour cream sauce. It's like her own thing, and so it's something that we really enjoy, and so we've done that on a couple occasions as well.
Yeah, we always have a bunch of birthdays too that are always around Thanksgiving. My sister-in-law has a birthday on the 25th of November, so it's always kind of like a crapshoot. Is it going to be on Thanksgiving Day?
Yeah, because Kyle's on the 24th, so it's always.
Yeah, so it's around there, and then my birthday, Mindy's birthday, and
Well,
then
you never have to worry about it being on your birthday.
well, no, but then it's like
but it is.
when we get around our family because we live so far away. It's like, well, we got to celebrate
Right.
them because we're probably not going to see them anytime.
So do y'all have the traditional like desserts, or do y'all have like birthday cakes since y'all celebrate?
We typically like they ask us what we want for dessert, and so it's never the same thing. I mean, I don't have a certain thing that I like a go-to thing that I really like.
Right.
I
You
mean,
don't have a go-to.
my dad does, and it's like a 4-layer delight.
Yeah.
Like it's like where people really like the chocolate 4-layer delight. My dad has one that's like pistachio pudding.
Ugh, pistachio.
Yeah, and I like it. I really do.
Really?
Yeah, I guess it's just because I grew up with it.
Right.
I mean, but
So
yeah.
what's your Thanksgiving dessert or your birthday dessert that you ask for when y'all gather?
I like cheesecake.
Yeah, I do too.
Like a tradition, like a good. I like a turtle cheesecake, like with the chocolate and caramel, and yeah, that's where it's at.
Well, see, my grandma, like, so before my grandmother passed, like, we would all meet at her house, and we would
Is this
eat.
Ninny?
Yeah, this is Ninny, and we would eat, and like, but she would basically do all the cooking.
Yeah,
Like, she wouldn't allow. I mean, like, we would bring rolls and stuff like that, easy stuff, and because that was her thing. Like, she wanted to do it, but when it came,
probably afraid y'all were going to poison her.
well, we had to bring desserts, and she only made one dessert. She would make the cheesecake, but it was like the Jell-O no bake cheesecake. Dude, like still to this day, like I'm like Kaylee, it's like we got to go get that so I can at least have it because that's what I grew up with.
It's a taste of Nini.
Yeah, and so I mean that's just part of it. And like Candy got Nini's recipe for dressing, so
I thought you were going to say Nini's recipe for cheesecake.
no dressing. So we get that that style dressing when she does that. So.
Yeah, she got her Nini's recipe for cheesecake.
It's a pretty simple recipe. You just follow the box and put it in a little graham cracker crush, So,
Yeah.
but no, I love it. It's just one of those things. So, but she did. She made some other desserts too.
Yeah,
But
yeah, I remember when that first came out, like when they first started doing the Jell-O cheesecake.
yeah,
Dude, and it was like, oh my gosh, this is like the life hack of the century.
yeah, it's pretty simple, man. Just
Like,
mix
I'm gonna
it
be
up,
a diabetic.
pour it in there, and put it in the fridge for a while. I mean, it's pretty simple.
Yeah.
But now they got that cheesecake in a bowl, like.
Oh yeah, you don't even like it's like in a butter bowl.
Yeah,
A tub.
That's amazing
Yeah.
for a quick one.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, that's death in a bowl for diabetes people.
right.
So
So you said you went to your in-laws this year?
yeah, we went to our in-laws or to my in-laws.
Was everybody there, like the whole fam?
Yeah, it was my family and the Mindy sisters' family, and then yeah, we got to hang out pretty much all day. Nobody had anywhere else that they had to go to.
That's sweet.
So
man.
Mindy's
That's awesome.
sister and her like she didn't have to go to her in-laws, and so we hung out pretty much all day.
That's kind of what we did too. Like, it was very small.
That's rare for us.
That's rare for us too, because like normally Chase and them are always having to go somewhere or something like that, and so
They tried to get us to come the day before. I'm like, nah, I want to sleep in my own bed.
to stay the night.
Yeah, I love them, but
Yeah.
I like my bed too.
No, but no. On Thanksgiving Day, we had Kaylee's family out, and it was just like her immediate family, and Marge came out too, Mimi,
Yeah.
But they stayed. We watched the whole Cowboy game. We ate around 12:30.
Hey, why'd you have to ruin Thanksgiving by watching that?
Oh no, that was. Anyways, but we did that, and it was like 6 or 7 before everybody left. So I was like, wow, me, I kind of like, it's time to go. But no, it's just I love spending family time. I really do. It's not like I'm rushing people out the door, but
No.
it was just busy the whole day because again we hosted it, and my wife's a perfectionist, so like everything had to be,
Man, I will say the house looked pretty nice because we came out like the next day, wasn't it? The next day or the next couple of days afterwards.
something like that.
And the house was looking pretty nice. The yard was looking nice and clean.
Yeah, it's covered in leaves right now.
Yeah.
Man, it's falling like crazy.
Yeah. So I don't know, you guys have since y'all moved in, it's kind of been like a race to keep up.
Yeah, it really has. It feels like we've never really gotten settled.
No.
So,
But yeah, man. So Thanksgiving comes, and then it's the inevitable, the things that happen afterwards. It's like Black Friday.
Yeah.
So I know you guys have a tradition of going shop. I don't know if you go shopping or if you go people watching.
A little bit of both. So me and my wife, like, we started this, I mean, when we were dating in high school, like, we started going, and it's totally changed since back then. I mean, COVID's really kind of ruined it all, but man, I love it. I really do. I mean, a lot of people say, like, it's the worst time of the year to go shopping, but I like to people watch. And granted, I mean, we do hit some sales. We do, get some great deals on Black Friday, but man, just to see people act crazy on Black Friday, it's so fun to watch. I mean, I've seen people fist fight over bed sheets.
Yeah, that was going to be my question. Like, what is the most bizarre thing that you've seen people wrestle over?
I think it was bed sheets. I mean, and to me, there was like nothing fancy about them.
Like, they didn't have like a special character on them?
No, it was just plain Jane bed sheets. And just to see people fight over them, I was like, oh my gosh.
Like, what do you mean fight? Like, did they like fight?
Yeah, I literally saw, because
punches thrown?
This was before COVID.
Was it like hold my nails, like?
So like before, like, we would go to, like, this was at Walmart, of course. We would go to Walmart and, like, at certain time, they would wait till it was like 6 p.m. or whatever, and they would say, go, basically, and
go.
And the people would
drop the flag, and
they would cut the saran wrap off and open the bin. And I remember people were standing there with their hands on the bin, ready to help the people, like, rip the saran wrap off.
Oh my gosh.
And as soon as they started ripping,
man.
like, you just see bed sheets just kind of going backwards, right? And so this one guy walks up, grabs it out of this lady's cart, and her husband just gets mad, and they just start waylaying each other over bed sheets.
And they just walk on over to the Band-Aid aisle and get Band-Aids.
I'm just like, go right down the aisle. They had the same sheets on the aisle, probably.
Oh my gosh.
But it was insane. But yeah, I love it. I mean, I really do. I mean, I really like going to Kohl's. I know that's super weird for a guy to say, but I mean, just the deal, like, I think you get like $15 back Kohl's cash for every, $50, $75 you spend.
Do you ever use Kohl's cash though?
Yeah, me and Kaylee actually. So we went this deal because they had like one of those preschool kitchens for Collins on sale, and so we went and we did some Christmas shopping too while we were there for other things, and we actually got like $90 Kohl's cash back, and we just used it the other day.
Yeah,
we used. I mean,
I don't go to Kohl's that often, but when I do, they give me that, and I was like, I'm never going to use this.
Like, Kaylee went back to get something for the kids for Saturday to open because we forgot all about it, and she went in there and got it all for under $90, and we didn't have to pay a cent, cover tax and all. So I was like, heck yeah.
I just don't ever like when they offer me that kind of stuff. Like, I'm like, I just don't shop here enough. I don't go to Kohl's. I forget about Kohl's more than anything. It's just
really, that's the only time I really like going to Kohl's is like Black Friday. Then because they offer, normally it's just like $10 Kohl's cash back, but for Black Friday they do 15, so you get a little bit more back. So a little bit more bang for your buck.
Yeah, you think that all the online Cyber Monday and Amazon and all that stuff?
Amazon's definitely kind of hurt Black Friday, and so, but yeah.
Yeah, I remember
I don't like to buy stuff online without seeing it. That's just me.
Yeah. I'm the other way around. I would much rather not go and wrestle people.
Yeah. No, I get it. I mean, there's some stores that I absolutely hate going to. Like Walmart's one of them. And it's just because you just get all the riffraff and...
Yeah, if I'm going to Walmart, I'm going to watch people. I'm not going to shop. And that's all I'm going. I'm going with a bucket of popcorn just to watch them.
And really the only reason why we go is because the Tupperware is like $6 for like the big box.
Yeah.
It's like every Black Friday we just buy new Tupperware, toss out our old ones.
Nope. And the way that everything is nowadays, like Amazon, it's like next day.
Yeah, next day shipping.
It's at your house, so it's like dumb if you don't.
Oh yeah.
So it makes so much more sense for us just to do it that way than anything else. But yeah, Cyber Monday. In fact, Cyber Monday still goes. lasts more than Monday. Like it goes to the next Monday. I'm still getting emails about Cyber Monday, like was continued on to this past Monday.
Did you get any good deals?
Yeah, I'm a Harbor Freight guy. I get emails like crazy. My wife can't stand Harbor Freight. Like she's like, I don't care what you say. You're not going. I'm not going in there. So I'm like,
why does she like Harbor Freight?
Just because she knows I love it so much. She probably thinks I love it more than her. That's probably why she doesn't like it.
Well, she's got a store I'm sure she loves.
Yeah. She used to like Yankee Candle store, like Bath and Body Works. Yeah, like all that stuff. Like, I wish it was like Victoria's Secret. I wish she loved it.
Right? Don't we all? Don't we all? No, I just love it. I really do. Like I just get a kick out of people watching.
Yeah.
I mean that, and people just forget how to drive, how to park. I mean, it's just.
Yeah.
I've seen people drive over curbs to get to a spot. I mean, it's insane. It really is. It's amazing what, $5 off something will cause people to do.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. So let me ask you this: when do you put up Christmas decorations?
Man, it varies from year to year. Like,
because y'all live out in the middle of nowhere. And essentially, we're just gonna say nowhere, out in the country. So when you, I'm not saying you ever really lived in the city, but you lived closer to the city to where you on a more public road to where people would drive by your house. And I could see you putting up Christmas decorations in your yard or to where people could see it. But now your house is off the main road a good ways. You have a bunch of trees, and so like putting up.
Still got decorations up.
Still got decorations up.
Still got the yard blow ups in the yard. Because my wife insists that my youngest daughter needs to see them.
Yeah.
So, no, it varies from year to year. Like this year, we kind of waited. I love Christmas. Like Christmas is my favorite time of the year.
Well, okay, everybody has to say that, because if you don't, you're like a Scrooge
No,
McDuck.
it really is.
Or
one for work kind of slows down for me, so I get to spend a lot of quality time at the house with my kids, with my family, extended family, and so it's just I really love the Christmas time, and we're giving people. I mean, honestly, we are, and so we'll give way more than we receive, which is totally fine with us. That's not what I'm trying to say. But it's just, I love this time of year. And I love seeing my kids' face when they receive gifts from their parents or grandparents, and they're just so appreciative. And so, that being said, usually we kind of decorate before Thanksgiving. We're those people.
Oh, yeah.
But since we hosted this year, we kind of decided that we would wait until after Thanksgiving. But like this year, we kind of we changed it up a little bit. We're also Disney people. We like going to Disney World and all that, and so my wife did a Disney tree, and I'm really digging it this year. I don't know.
Disney tree.
Disney tree, and so it's.
What does that mean?
So our tree, we have every stuffed animal that my kids have bought from Disney World or have been given in the tree. And this year when we went to Disney, we had characters sign little wooden Christmas ornaments.
All right.
And so every stuffed animal that we had, we tried to get a signature for, but there's some that, that characters just wanted out. But so every character almost had their signature, right, their autograph right next to them. So it's just really, I mean, it's kind of different, unique, something that a lot of people don't have or don't do.
Yeah.
And so we just kind of changed it up. Then, like I said, we put, for some reason, like you said, we live out in the middle of nowhere, but I still have Christmas lights on my roof.
Yeah.
I still have the yard blow-ups in. My gate's decorated, which my gate's always decorated for something. I try to keep it decorated, but...
So did you grow up with a lot of Christmas decorations in your house or around your house?
Yes. Yeah. I think Kaylee did even more.
Yeah.
So
see, my mom,
she decorated for every holiday,
Halloween.
I mean, the whole 9 yards.
Groundhog's Day.
Yeah. I mean, we had stuffed beaver. No, I'm just kidding. But no,
it's Groundhog.
Sorry, but no, So
I don't know what kind of groundhog. You celebrate.
But anyways. So no, so yeah, I don't know where I was going with that.
Yeah,
we'll leave it at that.
yeah. I know my mom.
Do you have lights on your house yet?
No, because we're trying to get our house, or trying to get a new roof on our house, so I didn't want to put up lights.
Great excuse.
Yeah, I'm ball humbugging.
Is your tree up? I didn't.
Yeah, we finally got our tree up. And the reason we're later putting up our tree and stuff like that because our birthdays, and we've always had a thing about not wanting to merge our birthdays with Christmas and all that kind of stuff. I know, hey, but I pulled down the Christmas tree and had it put up before my birthday. And so I let Mindy decorate it because all the ornaments are so fragile and I'll break them and then I'll be in the doghouse and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I'm the one who usually puts up the decorations on the outside of the house. We have little miniature trees that I put up underneath the porch that are lit and stuff like that. And so I got those up.
I didn't notice.
They're small.
I'm such a jerk. I'm sorry, I didn't notice.
It's all right. So, but
I got nutcrackers on my gate.
Yeah. But yeah, we just typically don't go all out, and I don't know why. I mean, I've never just been crazy about decorating. And the thing is that we don't. I love to give. That's probably one of my love languages is giving gifts.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love to give gifts, but for some reason around Christmas, I don't go crazy about giving gifts to my kids, just because I don't want my kids to be so enamored with gifts about Christmas and think that that's the reason we celebrate Christmas.
For sure.
And that's the main reason. We only give 3 gifts to our kids, and we're very intentional with that. We make sure that they're quality gifts. They're not just janky gifts and stuff like that. But it's all centered around the idea that, 3 wise men came to see Jesus. They came bearing gifts. And so that's kind of the principle behind why we give our kids 3 gifts. I don't know if you guys do Elf on a Shelf.
We do.
Yeah.
We do.
Yeah. And I love the fact that
we have 3 elves.
3 elves.
And a pet.
I love the fact that there are some of our great friends that do that, and y'all are one of them.
I can't stand it.
The Bells do it too, and I love watching the things that they post on Facebook and how their elf has done this, that, and the other. And I mean, I'm sure they're probably shooting themselves in the face, wishing they had never done it. Because
I can't wait till December 24th till that thing leaves,
because it's hard to come up with new and creative ways to do that, and you're scouring the internet thinking of ways to do that. But for us, we did something different to where we take baby Jesus out of the manger and we hide him around the house.
Yeah.
And
where's Jesus, huh?
Yeah. And so our kids, when they were younger, would go searching for baby Jesus. And it's this whole idea of like, we're going to search for baby Jesus. And that's the whole premise.
I like it.
And so, we've been very intentional with the way that we celebrate Christmas with our kids, just so that it's just not a circus.
Right.
And so some people would say, well, you're just ruining it. And we told our kids straight up from the very beginning that Santa Claus is not the Santa Claus that people make him out to be. We told them like Saint Nicholas was this real person, and this is who Saint Nick was. And we shared with them, and we read a book about Saint Nick. And for the life of me, I don't remember all the details about Saint Nick, but he's not this Santa Claus that has reindeer that flies around the world giving gifts and all that.
Right.
And we made sure to tell our kids, like, you can't don't go around telling all these kids.
Ruin it for everybody.
Yeah, don't ruin it for everybody. But now that I've gotten older, I've been so tempted here lately just to go to the mall and say, Santa Claus isn't real. You're fake. You're a fraud. But no, I would never do that. But at the same time, we don't want to deceive our kids. Which I'm not saying that those parents who are doing that are deceiving their kids. I think it's fun and neat. But at some point, yet the reality is that your kids are going to figure it out, and you're going to have that conversation with them. But our kids get it, and it's been neat for our kids to see. One thing that we do that our in-laws actually really kind of encouraged us to do, rather than giving buying a gift for our in-laws, they've encouraged us to do a family service project, and then document it. Like, so take pictures and write kind of a story of what we did and who we served and why we did it, and kind of write a story and write that letter, put it in an envelope, and take pictures or even draw a picture when they were younger, and then we would give that to them on Christmas Day when we did gift exchange, and then they would read that on when we did our gift exchange.
Oh, that's cool.
And so it encouraged us to be more mission minded and to understand the really idea of Christmas.
Right.
It's not about us; it's serving other people, and it gave us that real mindset too during the Christmas holiday to look at ways of how we can serve other people. And so we did different things. We've done different things, like going to the nursing home, and spending time with some of our people in our community there, whether it's buying them gifts and doing like word searches with them, or just sitting with them and playing dominoes, or hanging out with them at the nursing home, or going and ringing the bell.
Right. Yeah.
In front of Brookshire's one year, and that was really fun for me and the kids to do. Mindy wound up getting out of that one that year. She was on call. She got called in.
Yeah.
But she probably wound up pocket dialing herself. Like, oh, I got called in.
Yeah.
It was really cold, but it was fun, and we got to see people that, I was afraid my kids would kind of be embarrassed, being, out in a public thing, ringing the bell and seeing their friends kind of coming and going inside of Brookshire's and out. But we had fun with it.
Oh yeah, you got to.
And I think having my kids there, we actually they said that we raised probably some of the most money that they had in a long time in that spot.
Yeah.
So it was really fun. So.
Yeah. Well, and ringing the bell brings, I don't know what it is, but my kids always want to give to it. And so we always have like our ashtray of change in the car. And so, it's like, we donate quite a bit to that, and it's a lot of it is change, but it's like the kids just grab handfuls every time they get out of the vehicle. And so like we have to make sure like our ashtray is just full of change.
Yeah.
And it's like, that's just, I love it. I love that they want to give to people. And, I guess one of our things that we've kind of changed over the time here is that as our kids have gotten older, just the useless gifts, like we've kind of stopped with all that and really kind of focused on, the way I grew up and the way Kaylee grew up are two totally different ways. And so, I had my mom around for a little while, or, for most of my life, but we never did like any vacations or anything like that, anything big, because we just couldn't afford it.
Yeah.
And so, so one of the things that like we want to do, like, family time is so precious. I mean, you only have your kids for a certain amount, as they're small, and and to really make memories with just you and your kids. And so what we've kind of focused on is trying to do a trip instead of a bunch of useless gifts that, we'll get rid of in a garage sale or whatever. And so we really try to focus on, like doing a big trip every other year and doing something kind of small and staying in the state of Texas every alternating years, to where we're doing something at least once a year. And so to me, that has been like the biggest blessing for me and Kaylee, is just to make those memories with our children. And then, because, I mean, in a blink of an eye, man, Caden's 14 years old right now.
Tell me about it.
I mean, you got a senior, dude. And so, but it honestly, I mean, it still seems like yesterday that they were born. I mean, it doesn't seem like Caden's been around for 14 years.
I know.
And I couldn't imagine what you're going through.
Yeah.
And it's just like, so I'm like, man, I'm trying to soak it all in as much as I can. And so doing that has really, like I said, blessed me and Kaylee. It's given us the wonderful memories that, we've been on. My kids have been blessed to go on so much vacation, and it's just because we made it a priority, they've been on cruises, and they've been to Disney World 4 times, and it's just something that we really love to do, and that's just vacationing and making memories together.
Yeah. And that's similar. Mindy and Mindy and the kids love going to concerts and stuff like that.
Yeah.
I'm not a concert goer by any means, and I'll go just so I can go and be with my family. But like that's what they're like. Mindy and Curry are like, let's go to this concert, and then Mindy and Sophie are like, let's go to this concert. I'm like, y'all go. Me and Curry, let's go hunting.
Yeah,
let's go do
let's
this.
do something like that. Yeah.
Sophie, let's go do this, and we'll go do something else. And that's great. I want my kids to have a bond with their mom.
Yeah.
And in that relationship, have that kind of thing with them, and have that kind of relationship with me too, and not be forced to where I have to do the things that I don't necessarily feel comfortable with.
Absolutely.
But at the same time, I want to go. I'll go and be uncomfortable for the sake of being there with
being with your family. Yeah.
like man. And then when I go, I have a blast. Like we went to a Garth Brooks concert. Man, it was a blast.
Yeah.
We had a great time. I just don't like being like shoulder to shoulder with people.
Yeah.
Like, and I don't know. I don't feel comfortable that way.
Yeah. I'm not a big people person either.
But
if it's as long as I'm moving, I'm okay.
And I have a hearing problem too, and so like when it's so loud and it's I just don't feel comfortable. It makes me feel uneasy and feel like I'm a caged animal. Got to break loose.
Okay, there, buddy.
No.
I just like I said, I just love this time of the year because, like I said, it's slow for me at work and just to spend the family time. And like Fridays, I normally have Fridays off. Now that the kids are 4 day a week, I don't know how much longer that's going to last, but it's just I love it. We have our camper trailer. We do a lot of that.
Nope.
And so it's just like I said, you only have them for a short amount of time, and so just making memories is always the greatest gift for me. I know that's kind of a spiel.
Nope. I love it.
But I guess you got New Year's coming up. You got any plans for New Year's?
No, man. I think
because, like I said, end of the year is just always nuts for everybody.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, no, for me with my new job, it's going back and forth a lot. So it's just going to be one of those things. I'm trying to figure out my new norm.
Yeah.
And so
most definitely,
with trying to get into this new role, this new position, we're going to be starting a new podcast or a couple of new podcasts with my new position at this church. And so going back and forth, going down there, setting that stuff up. And we're trying to get started and get rolling with that at the beginning, at the new year. And so that for me, the new year brings on some new challenges
absolutely.
Some new things. So New Year's Eve,
it's gonna be busy.
Yeah, but it's just the setup. I think once we get set up and get going,
for sure,
it's going to be good.
Rolling.
So, well, man, that's man, we have a ton that we could talk about.
Oh yeah,
but then we wouldn't have anything else to talk about next one.
Yeah.
So this was the big 20th episode.
Was it really?
20.
Oh man.
So we're good, dude.
We're rocking and rolling.
Rocking and rolling. So, like we always do.
Always do.
We end with the wind. We end with a win. So, what is a win, man? I know, man. You just went on a rant about spending time with your family, and that's typically what you always say your win is.
Yeah. And honestly, it's going to be that again because we've been going through some trials and tribulations here, and we've had a death in the family, and it was near and dear to a lot of us, and it's just been rough. But to have your family there to lean on and to support and all that is just it's a great feeling to know that they're there for you, and to just be there. I'm not going to go into detail, but it's been a trying month for sure.
Oh yeah.
So, but yeah, my fam, as usual. I don't know what I would do without them.
Oh yeah, it's always a good win.
Yeah.
Yeah, for me, my son had just committed to play baseball.
I saw that, dude. I was super stoked.
Yeah, so we're
super stoked.
We're excited for him. That's a monkey off his back that allows him to play his senior year of high school
And just kind of be free too, like
he's
without that weight, you know.
Yeah, he's not have to worry about getting injured and not having anything to fall back on.
So I mean, that's awesome.
So knowing that he has that in his back pocket, that he's guaranteed to go and play. I mean, that's a relief off of him. For us too. I mean, just to know that he's made up his mind. And it's a great school. I mean, financially, it's a perfect fit for us. But man, just for the aspect, it's a Baptist university. Shout out to Wayland Baptist University for loving on my boy. But also, it's just a great place spiritually that I know that he's gonna grow spiritually. Absolutely. That they love the Lord. That he's gonna help. They're gonna help lead my son spiritually and help grow him in his faith, as well as a student athlete, and just help him to become a young man who is gonna be educated to grow as a professional businessman. So
yeah,
man, I'm excited for him, and just to get that off. So I'm excited.
Yeah, for sure. So that's awesome, dude.
All we do is win.
That's all we can do, right?
Man, that's it for the 20th episode of Trophy Bros.
The big 2-0.
So
man, that was I didn't know that. That's awesome. Yeah. Well, until next time.
Dropped that bomb on you at the very end.
Yeah, you did, man. Like I said, I've been so out of it here lately, just because with everything going on. But
next episode will be old enough to drink.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. So, but until next time, man.
See you later.
See y'all.
Thank you for listening to Trophy Bros.
You can reach us through email at trophybrospodcast@gmail.com.
Make sure to also check us out on Facebook.
And if you like our podcast, make sure to like, share, follow, and rate us.
We're the Trophy Bros, and we'll catch you next time.
See ya.